Okay, student. So today we see that is the next point, transport of the food. In last lecture we have seen how the transport of the water minerals takes place. Okay, so how the mineral ions are transported, that is from the root to the leaves. Today we see that is how the transport of the food takes place. So here the food, it mainly transfer, that is from the source to the sink. Source, that is the region where the food material is synthesized. Okay, while the sink region, that is here the region that is where the food material is utilized. Okay, so here that is the transport of the food, it mainly takes place, that is in the plants, that is by the tissue which is known as the phloem. Okay, so through the phloem the food material is transported, that is the food conducting tissue, that is the phloem, and the water conducting tissue, it is the xylem. So here see, that is here the transport of the food, it mainly takes place, that is from the region of the source to sink, source to the sink region. Okay, and it mainly takes place through the tissue, that is the special tissue, it is known as the phloem. So here the phloem, if we see, that is it is made up of the four type of the cells, that is one, it is the sieve cells or sieve tubes. Second, that is the companion cells. Third, that is the phloem parenchyma. And the fourth cell, that is the phloem sclerenchyma. Or these are also known as the fibers, that is the phloem fibers. So see, that is here the phloem, it mainly made up of these four type of the cells, in which here the sieve cells, these are mainly present in the gymnosperms or the pteridophytes, while here the sieve tubes, these are mainly present in the angiospermic plant, that is in the flowering plant. So here in most evolved plants, that is the sieve tubes are present, while here the sieve cells, these are present, that is in the pteridophyte and the gymnosperms. Then here if we see the structure of the phloem, that is here the phloem, it is having the elongated these sieve tubes. So see, that is here this structure, it is the sieve tube. Okay, and this sieve tube having the end wall, which are the perforated end wall. So these are known as the sieve plate. सिव म्हणजे जसं चाळणीला जसे छोटे छोटे होल्स असतात, त्या पद्धतीने इथं या सिव ट्यूबच्या वॉल एंडिंगला इथं काय असतात, छोटे छोटे पोर्स असतात, परफोरेटेड असतात ते. ओके, अँड हियर that is through which here the food conduction takes place. Okay, so here from the one sieve tube, here the food material is conducted through this sieve plate into the another sieve tube. Okay, like this, here the food material is conducted. Okay, so here the sieve tube, that is it is associated, that is with the companion cells. So the companion cell, it is known as the sister cell of the sieve tube. Okay, so here that is the sieve tube, which are the living cells, but they are without nucleus. See here, that is the sieve tubes, these are the living cells, but they are without nucleus, that is in which here only the cytoplasm is present. While here the companion cells, these are the companion cells, these are the nucleated, it is having the nucleus. Okay, and these companion cells, these are associated with these sieve tubes. So these companion cells, it controls the function of the sieve tube. So the function of the sieve tube, it is the transport of the food. In the, if we see the LS, it is the longitudinal section of the stem, in which here the sieve tubes are look like this. Okay, so here the sieve tubes, which are in the pipeline structure, and here the food material, it mainly transport, that is from one cell to the next sieve tube. And this transport of the food, it is controlled by the companion cells. So see, that is here the sieve tubes. It is mainly present in which type of the plants? That is in the angiospermic plant. Okay. Then again there are the companion cells. Okay. Then phloem parenchyma, and also there are the phloem sclerenchyma, or it is also known as the phloem fibers, out of which here the sieve tubes and the companion cells, both the cells, these are mainly important for the transport of the food. Okay. And then next that is here how the translocation of the food takes place. That is here the translocation of the food, it mainly takes place from the source to the sink. That is here the food material, it mainly synthesized in the sour region, that is in the leaves, by the process of the photosynthesis. Okay. And the food material which is synthesized in the leaves, these are transported through the phloem, okay, up to the sink region. That is sink region, the region where the food material is used or utilized. That is it may be the roots, or it may be the buds, or it may be the flowers, it may be the fruit. Okay. So here the food material is used. Okay. So here it is the sink region. Okay. So see, that is here how the translocation of the food takes place. So here the translocation of the food or the movement of the food, it mainly takes place due to the Turgor pressure gradient. So how the Turgor pressure is developed. Okay. So first we see that is how the translocation of the food takes place. That is the translocation of food, it mainly takes place by the two ways. That is there are the two types of the translocation. One is the longitudinal translocation or the vertical translocation, and another is the lateral translocation. So see, that is here there are the types of the translocation of the food. Next, see, that is about the translocation of the food. So there are the two types of the translocation of the food. Two types. So one is the vertical translocation, or it is also known as the longitudinal translocation. Longitudinal translocation, and another is the lateral translocation. Okay, so here see, that is vertical translocation or the longitudinal translocation means what here? The transport of the food or translocation of the food, it mainly takes place, that is the from the leaf to the root, that is here downward. Okay. So here the movement of the food or translocation of the food, it mainly the downward. Okay, so how the downward movement takes place? That is from leaves to root. So this type of the translocation, it is the downward. It maybe takes place, that is upward. So here the source region, that is here the food material, it mainly synthesized in the leaves. Okay, and it transferred upward, that is where is the growing region. Okay, so say that is, if here is the plant, okay, so here the leaves are there. Then here are the growing regions. Okay, so here the food material which is synthesized in these older leaves, these are transferred, that is from the leaves to the upward. Okay, so here the upward movement. Okay, so in the vertical or the longitudinal translocation, that is the movement or translocation of the food, it may be downward, that is from the leaves to the रूट म्हणजे आता या लीव्स मधून जर या स्टेम आणि पुन्हा इथं जर रूट सिस्टीम असेल तर या रूट सिस्टीम कडे जर मुवमेंट होत असेल इट इज द डाउनवर्ड मुवमेंट. If it takes place the upward movement, okay, or it mainly takes place in the upward movement. Upward movement it mainly also takes place, that is during the seed germination. So during the seed germination, what happens? See here, there are the two cotyledons. Okay, so here is the root. So here the germination takes place. That is, here is the plume. Okay, so here the food material it mainly transfer from this cotyledon. Okay, so in which here the food material is stored and it transport to the upward direction. So here the vertical or longitudinal translocation, in which here the movement it may be the downward movement or it may be the upward movement. It is known as the vertical or the longitudinal translocation. That is the translocation of the food. Okay, so if we see the lateral translocation, that is lateral translocation in which there are the two types. That is, one is the radial and another is the tangential. Radial and the tangential. So what is meant by the radial? That is, if the food material it is transport, that is in the stem, that is from the phloem to the pith. Phloem to the pith. It is known as the radial translocation. If the translocation takes place, that is tangential, means what? Here the food material it transport from the phloem to the cortex. Phloem to the cortex, like this. Okay, so it is known as the tangential translocation. So in the lateral translocation, that is it mainly takes place within the stem. Okay, so here the lateral translocation means what? If the food material is a transport, that is from the phloem to the pith, or it is known as the radial. And if the food material is transport from phloem to the cortex, it is known as the tangential. So how the movement takes place, that is here. If we see the TS of the stem, TS of the dicot stem, in which we can see that is how the movement takes place. See, that is here. It is the TS of the dicot stem. Okay, so at the center there is the pith. Here is the pith. Then here it is surrounded by the vascular bundle. It is surrounded by the vascular bundle, like this. These are the vascular bundle. In this vascular bundle, there are the xylem and the phloem. That is here. Here is the xylem. Here is the phloem. Okay, so here is the xylem. Here is the phloem. Okay, so it is the outer side. That is here is the cortex region, and then again it is surrounded by the outer wall, that is the epidermis. So see, this region is the cortex. So if the movement takes place from phloem to the cortex, okay, see, that is here, it is the phloem to the cortex, like this. This movement is known as the tangential movement. And if the food material is transported from phloem to the pith, it is known as the radial. Okay, so here the translocation of the food it mainly takes place, that is the vertical and the lateral. In lateral there are the two types, radial and tangential. Radial means if the movement of the food it takes place from the phloem to the pith. Pith is the central part of the stem. TS जर आपण ट्रान्सफर सेक्शन घेतला तर सेंटरला pith region असतो. अशी movement होत असेल, it is the radial. Okay, along the radius. Okay, while here the tangential movement means what? That is, here the movement it takes place from phloem to the outer part, that is the cortical region. Okay, so it is known as the tangential lateral translocation. Okay, so here it is about the translocation of the food. Then next, that is here how the transport of the food takes place. Okay, so the food material in the plants, it mainly transport that is by the tissue, which is the phloem. Okay, and how the translocation of the food actually takes place from the source to the sink region. Okay. Okay, then next, that is about the mechanism of the sugar translocation or the transport through the phloem. Okay, so through the phloem, how the actual food material is transported. Okay, and here see, that is this mechanism, it was given by the scientist, that is by the Munch scientist. Okay, so here the Munch who proved that is how the movement of the food it takes place from the source region to the sink region. Source, that is where the food material is synthesized, that is from the leaves. Okay, and sink region, that is here where it is utilized, that is known as the root. Okay, so see, that is here the process which was given by the scientist Munch. It was proposed, that is by the Munch. So how that is here the movement of the food material it takes place due to the turgor pressure gradient. Okay, so here how the movement of the food material takes place. So see, that is here the Munch who proved that is this hypothesis, it is known as the Munch pressure flow theory, or it is also known as the mass flow hypothesis. So here the movement of the food material it mainly takes place, that is here the high concentration gradient to the low concentration gradient. So see, that is here in the leaves food material is synthesized, that is by the process of the food material process of the photosynthesis. So during the photosynthesis, here the food material which is synthesized, it is in the form of the sugar, and here the mesophyll cell in which here the food material which is synthesized it transport into the sieve tubes. Okay, so these are the sieve tubes. It is the phloem. If we see the LS of the xylem and the phloem, that is here we see, that is here this is the phloem, that is the sieve tubes of the phloem. Okay, and these are the companion cells which are associated with this sieve tube. Okay, so here the food material which is transported through this companion cell, these are the companion cells. Okay, and here is the leaf cell, that is the mesophyll cell. So food material it is synthesized in the leaf cell, that is it is the source. Okay, so food material which is synthesized in the form of the sugar, and during the process of the photosynthesis, when food material is synthesized, here the turgor pressure of the mesophyll cell increases, and due to the increase in the turgor pressure of the mesophyll cell, here the sugar it transport through this companion cell into the sieve tubes. Okay, and it transport, that is passively. Okay, or it transport the forcibly. So here the force which is produced, and due to which here the food material is transported into the sieve tube. Okay, so when the food material is transported into the sieve tube, what happens here? That is the concentration of the cell sac of the sieve tube increases. So here if the concentration increases, that is what happens here, the DPD also increases. DPD also increases. Okay, and we know that is DPD is the actual thirst of the cell. So here due to increase in the concentration and the DPD of the cell sap, here the water from this xylem, this is taken by this sieve tube, that is here the osmosis takes place. Okay, so xylem, that is through which here there is the conduction of the water, that is from the root to the leaves. Okay, so here the water it mainly transfer into the sieve tube by the process of the osmosis. And here in the sieve tube, that is here, the turgor pressure increases. Sieve tube मध्ये काय होईल? Turgor pressure increase होईल. So here in the sieve tube there is the transport of the sugar. म्हणजे शुगर पण याच्यामध्ये येईल. ओके, डम्पिंग होईल आणि त्याचबरोबर इथं काय येईल, अजून वॉटर सुद्धा येईल. त्यामुळं या सिव ट्यूबचं काय होईल, तर टर्गर प्रेशर काय होईल, इन्क्रीज होईल. म्हणजेच इथं काय होईल, या वेन मध्ये लोडिंग होईल. लोडिंग होईल म्हणजे या वेन मध्ये फूड मटेरियल त्याचबरोबर वॉटर हे लोड होते. लक्षात. सो इट इज नोन ॲज द लोडिंग. ओके, सो इट इज द लोडिंग ऑफ वेन. Loading of vein takes place. Okay, then see that is here. When the loading of the vein takes place, here turgor pressure develops. Okay, आता तेव्हाच इथं काय होतं बघा, तर रूट सेल जे आहेत या रूट सेल मध्ये काय असतं, तर जे काही शुगर असतं त्याचं शुगरचं कन्व्हर्जन हे काही प्रमाणात शुगरचं कन्व्हर्जन हे स्टार्च मध्ये होतं. अँड स्टार्च इट इज द इनसोल्युबल इन द वॉटर. ओके, सो हियर व्हॉट हॅपन्स, हियर इन द root cell, here the turgor pressure of the root cell it gets decreases. Turgor pressure of the root cell gets decreases. So what happens, see here, the due to decrease in the turgor pressure or due to decrease in the osmotic concentration of this root cell, here the turgor pressure gradient develops. And due to this turgor pressure gradient, here the food material or the sugar it transport from the root leaf cell, sieve tube of the leaf cell to the sieve tube of the root cell. बघा याची मुवमेंट कशी होईल, तर इथं लीफ सेलचं सिव ट्यूब आहे, तिथून हे फूड मटेरियल ट्रान्सपोर्ट होईल अप टू द रूट. ओके, सो हियर द फूड मटेरियल that is the sugar which is transport into the sieve tube of this root cell here, then again it is transport from the companion cell into the root cell. It transport into the root cell. Okay, so see that is here, when the food material or the sugar it transport into the root cell, here unloading of the vein takes place. Okay, unloading of the vein takes place. Unloading of the vein takes place. See that is here, the osmotic concentration of the root cell decreases. बरोबर आहे. आणि ऑस्मोटिक कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन रूट सेलचं डिक्रीज झालं म्हणजे त्याचा डीपीडी काय होईल, डिक्रीज होईल. बरोबर आहे. आणि डीपीडी डिक्रीज झाल्यामुळे इथे टर्गर प्रेशर कमी होईल आणि टर्गर प्रेशर ग्रेडियंट डेव्हलप होईल. त्याच्यामुळे काय होईल, तर हाय टर्गर प्रेशर टू द लो टर्गर प्रेशर असे शुगरची मुवमेंट होईल. Okay, and when the movement takes place, that is up to the sieve tube of the root cell, here the food material it again transport into the root cell. आणि मग यातलं फूड मटेरियल इथं गेलं म्हणजे इथं काय झालं, याचं या वेनचं काय झालं, अनलोडिंग ऑफ द वेन टेक्स प्लेस. ओके, सो हियर द ट्रान्सपोर्ट ऑफ द फूड it mainly dependent on the two processes, that is one is the loading of the vein and another is the unloading of the vein. Okay, loading of the vein म्हणजे इथं काय होतं, तर during the loading of the vein, here the food which is synthesis in the mesophyll cell. okay, इथं mesophyll cell मध्ये जेव्हा फूड मटेरियल तयार होईल तेव्हा नक्कीच या mesophyll सेल मधला जे काही सेल सॅपचं कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन आहे, शुगरचं कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन आहे, ते हाय कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन होईल आणि त्याची मुवमेंट ही कशी होईल, तर इथून लीफ सेल मधून ते कुठे येतील, मुवमेंट कुठे होईल त्याची, इनटू द सिव ट्यूब. ओके, सिव ट्यूब. आणि मग इथं सिव ट्यूब मध्ये शुगर येईल, त्याचबरोबर सिव ट्यूब मध्ये जेव्हा शुगर येईल तेव्हा त्याचं काय होईल, ऑस्मोटिक कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन इन्क्रीज होईल, डीपीडी इन्क्रीज होईल आणि त्यामुळे इथं एंडोऑस्मोसिस होईल. ओके, इथं काय होईल, एंडोऑस्मोसिस होईल. आता इथं म्हणजे लोडिंग झालं, इथं सगळं ज्या या सिव ट्यूब मध्ये काय होतं, इथं लोडिंग होतंय. मग आता इथं अनलोडिंग होतं म्हणजे नक्की काय होतं, तर जे काही फूड मटेरियल इथं ट्रान्सपोर्ट झालेलं आहे या सीयू ट्यूब मध्ये हे अनलोडिंग होतं म्हणजे यातलं फूड मटेरियल हे कुठे जातं रूट सेल मध्ये. ओके, का रूट सेल मध्ये जातं तर या रूट सेल मधला ऑस्मोटिक कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन काय झालेलं आहे, डिक्रीज झालेला आहे. त्याचा डीपीडी सुद्धा काय झालेला आहे, डिक्रीज झालेला आहे. मग याच्या कंपॅरेटिव्ह इथं बघितलं तर इथं कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन काय आहे, हाय कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन आहे. ओके, सो दी मूवमेंट इट टेक्स प्लेस फ्रॉम द हाय कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन टू द लो कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन. ओके, आणि मग इथं मुवमेंट जेव्हा शुगरची होईल तेव्हा इथं काय होईल तर या सीयू ट्यूब मध्ये अनलोडिंग होईल. ओके, दॅट इज फूड मटेरियल इज ट्रान्सपोर्ट फ्रॉम द सीयू ट्यूब टू द रूट सेल. सो हियर द ट्रान्सपोर्ट ऑफ द फूड, okay, it takes place due to the turgor pressure gradient. Okay, so here the movement of the food it takes place from the high concentration to the low concentration. Okay, so it is about the transport of the food. So see, that is here the transport of the food it takes place, that is by the two processes. One is the loading of the vein and another is the unloading of the vein. Okay, so next that is here about the mechanism of the transport of the food through the phloem. It was discovered by the scientist Munch. Okay, and it was discovered that is how the movement of the food material is takes place from the high turgor pressure to the low turgor pressure, that is here due to the turgor pressure gradient. Okay, so here there are some objections on this Munch hypothesis. So what are the objections on this Munch hypothesis? That is here the first objection is that is this process it does not explains about the bidirectional transport. Okay, we have seen the bidirectional transport means what, that is the movement of the food material it takes place downward and upward. Okay, so here the Munch who only explained that is here the movement how takes place downward. It does not explain that is how the movement of the food takes place upward. How the movement of the food takes place upward. So here it is unable, this theory is unable to explain that is bidirectional movement of the food. Okay, so here it is also unable to explain that is about the lateral transport of the food. How the lateral transport of the food takes place, it does not explain by the this hypothesis or by the Munch pressure flow theory. That is here only it is explained that is how the movement takes place, that is only in the downward movement. Okay, but it does not explain that is how the lateral movement takes place, that is by the radial and the tangential movement. That is we have seen how the lateral movement takes place. Okay, that is it mainly takes place by the two ways, that is by the radial and the tangential, that is from the phloem to the pith, that is the radial movement, and from the phloem to the cortex it is known as the tangential movement. So these movements are does not explained by this mechanism. Okay, so these are the two objections. Okay, so student, today we see that is about how the transport of the food takes place and about the Munch hypothesis. Okay, so today we stop here.